The last 4 items were given to our girl in quick succession, and we only got to see what one of them does. Necklace of Heavy Recover. It allows the user to cast a 3rd tier healing spell Heavy Recover on themselves or the others as long as they have enough mana. Circlet of Iron Will. Just like with Jifnif's secret item, it protects from various mental attacks such as Charm Person or Command Mantra. Gauntlets of Archery. Made by Ainsama himself for something that is no longer required, they provide a bonus to shooting skills, likely just a +1 to the Archer Jaw class or something. Visor Mirror Shade. Arguably the most useful item overall, as it greatly benefits her both inside and outside combat. On one hand, it allows the user to perform a snake shot every several minutes, which lets the arrow turn midair and hit the target. On the other, it covers Nea's scary eyes, making it easier to talk to people. Funny enough, that was the primary reason for this gift, as the Supreme One felt uneasy looking at this adorable face. But all this gear wasn't enough to save the Archer Paladin from the onslaught of demi-humans, and we would have lost her if Ainsama didn't get frustrated with Remedius, which led to him choosing another champion to promote Runecraft. She got resurrected with a true Resurrection Wand, a better version of regular Resurrection Wand used on Zaryusu, containing a 9th tier spell instead of 7. He used it because of Nea's low level, so as to minimize the risk of the resurrection failing and her body turning into ash, as well as to reduce the loss of experience she would have sustained. Normally, someone of Momonka's build wouldn't be able to use this one, but thanks to the ultra-rare Ring of Mastery wand, the Sorcerer King is able to use any wand once per hour at a considerable cost of mana. Oh, and in case I missed it in the first video, the golden potion Ainsama used is the famous stamina potion made by Inferior, whose original goal was to keep up with Henry in bed. Because of that, it decreases a person's fatigue without affecting their sensations. Great when you are making love to your wife, but terrible if you're all bruised up and aching after a fight. Before we get into the last set of items that can be grouped around one cute mechanical maid, I want to quickly make a remark. Remember how in the last video I said that Gaz's instant death resistant armor is pretty underwhelming? Well, we got an example of how useful it can be thanks to this Dark Souls reject. She had an item that gave her an immunity to death magic that had a 24-hour cooldown. Sure, it saved Narcine from the first death spell, but all Ainsama had to do was double tap with the Reality Slash to turn one enemy into 2. Okay, on to Shizu and her shenanigans. Let's start with a bittersweet one, literally. The chocolate drink she shared with Nea is exactly what it sounds like. A thick, sweet liquid that brings joy to everyone, especially to dentists and dietologists. It's like a burger. You can be sad before or after eating one, yet I've never seen someone being sad while eating a burger. That's why one of the Supreme Beings, probably Encore Mochi Mochi, I don't know for sure, said that growing fat on sweets is every woman's true wish. You might think it's stupid given current social tendencies, but in the world where Suzuki Satoru is from, this is, in plain English, a dream, since regular people over there survive on nutrient pills and almost never eat regular food, let alone sweet candies. Then there is a 1 yen sticker, a simple token of appreciation which Shizu places on things and people she finds cute. They don't come off that easily, so she carries around a solution to change their location if needed, as she is very particular about them and won't leave you alone until you have one somewhere. Finally, she has a few cool pieces of gear. We already know about the maid uniform that is the stuff as plate armor, and the gun that is very flexible with several firing modes. The new ones are the scarf that has a few camouflage or ambush spells like short-term invisibility, and a bottle of perfume, which is a consumable, sprayable item containing a first-tier spell odorless for further identity concealment. They should have simply called it a deodorant, but perfume sounds nicer, especially within a game. She also has a combat knife, which is just a backup weapon and is not very exciting. That's about it for the Overlord items. There are plenty more in the light novel, yet I don't think I'll cover them since they are mostly niche and are not affecting the plot. As soon as they adapt another volume into an anime format,